personalities. Like, you guys ever seen a security guard that's like, it's his first job on a fucking security job? You know what I'm saying? It's his first time.
Day first security.
Day one fucking security. He shows up, chest out.
Fucking tightest shirt he could find in the closet.
Action Jackson. Is that a schmedium?
Fucking,
It's a schmedium and I'm a large.
He's got mace on him and fucking, a fucking knife and fucking baton and
tactical pants.
Tactical boots.
Tactical pants. Yeah.
His watch flipped on the
This dude's
inside.
going to fucking war.
And he comes in and he's like fucking just head forward on every issue that is there, and he has like no gray area, he has no softness to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, you're out of here, you're out of here.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm tying my shoes. I didn't fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I saw you stumble. You're out of here, man.
No, I did. I tripped though.
I tripped over a
legitimate
tile.
trip.
A tile.
It really happened. I did.
When we were working at the shack, we had such high turnover for security guards. Because of that reason specifically, you know what I'm saying? Like, ownership would say, we wanted this specific type of like security, more or less like counselor, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where we use their words, assess issues, and then try to create as the least amount of tension in the restaurant or in the space as possible. And then every now and then, because, security guards, everybody like kind of like it's like a little bit of like power, you know, and some guys would just kind of run away with it.
Yeah. Highly aggressive.
Highly aggressive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that would last for maybe like 2 shifts, and then something stupid would happen. We had a security guard I don't know if you remember this, I don't have to say the dude's name, but we had a guy go to throw someone out, and instead of like shifting him 3 feet to the door, he decided to just
Toss
throw
him
him over the fence.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. And
Yeah. I think
that's
I was there
crazy.
for that.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
Yeah.
Was that you?
No,
I was going to say. I was like,
wasn't
no.
him. I watched it happen.
I was like, I got a good story about you, but
For whatever reason, and this is definitely an exaggerated like telephone story type situation. I thought he had clotheslined them over the fence, like just
No.
See what I'm talking
Like
about?
WWE.
I heard something about in my head it plays out way differently.
So he grabs up this dude and he's like, you gotta go. And the guy's like, he's like, you're going now. Grabs him up by his shirt, right? Cool. Pushing him, more or less walking him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And just in a high rate of speed, because the guy's like on his heels, he's on his heels, he's backpedaling, the guy's pushing him. The fucking door, bro, is like 3 feet to the left, hard left, right here. He looks at it, says "fuck it," pretty much, and then just goes and pushes his ass over the fence, right?
doing a high jump, motherfucker.
So the fence is 3 feet tall, but there's another foot drop down to the fucking the concrete below it. So pushes him over the fence. Not only pushes him over the fence, but finishes him. I watched him like look at him and go, and just like shove him down to the ground. And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know what I'm saying?
Those are the people you don't need words.
Right.
And again, it comes back to Chris, what he said. Those are the people that are first, like they think their job is that, and it's not.
No.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
You are basically a floor, I use the term manager.
Right.
But you're like a floor manager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're walking, you're casual, and you should be like, at one of the places that I worked with Chris and Evan as well, and Steven as well. All three of y'all were there. Shit. All three of y'all were there.
Yeah, we did.
Fuck yeah,
but
we
it's
did.
like
We did the damn thing.
we had high volume, but it's like you just have to walk around and introduce yourself, and you shake someone's hand, say hi, and then that's your job, is to be cordial,
Right.
not to be. There's a place that we all worked at that had like at one point, any given point, we had 16 security people there.
Damn, yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
And like and when people see that, they're like, "Well, this place must be rough if they have 16 people."
Right.
But
No, it's the opposite.
no, it's because we
It's
have
the opposite.
because we have 3,000 people here. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
have this,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like you don't want those people that that are going to beat somebody down.
Right.
That's the last resort. That is the last resort. I can't tell you how many times that I diffused a situation by a simple, hey, I can't hear you right now. Let's go out. Let's go outside.
Yeah,
It's so loud. It's so loud. It's so loud. I
Classic
can't hear.
move.
Hey, let me get your ID, and I'll look at your ID. Once you get their ID, you can walk
outside.
anywhere you want.
I learned
They're
that.
just gonna follow you. Where's it going with my ID?
Yeah. Hey, where's my ID?
Yeah.
But that's the, I can't hear you. Let's go outside. Let's go out. Once you have them outside, you're taking it away from all the people that are around you.
Right.
And anything you want to just do and just talk about or whatever, but then
It's like not embarrassing, but they're also not near their like power or like their friend group. Like they're there with a bunch of dudes and shit.
Well, the one thing you'll get too is in any type of nightclub is if there's a situation or an issue, and like let's just say it's an issue with one person, and I or somebody go to approach that person, all of a sudden everybody sees you get down off a perch, or they see you go to somebody. Next thing you know, it's like 6 guys run up, and then the guy takes a defensive stance automatically,
Right.
Because he's like, dude, there's 6 guys surrounding me. What do I do next? But if it's like, hey man, let me talk to you outside real quick.
Right.
You pull them out, and then it's a one-on-one relationship.
Right.
It goes back to what I said earlier. It's one-on-one. You have his ID. You can talk to him. You can say, hey, look, this is what went down, this is that. And like you said, he doesn't feel embarrassed. He doesn't feel threatened. And that's the thing. You don't want anybody to feel threatened, because then they're going to take a defense of, I have to defend myself. And
Right.
then it's going to escalate to the next level and this and this. And you don't even, sometimes you don't even know what happened.
Right.
It could be just somebody in the bar going, this guy needs to go. And
Right. And and then they're probably the bad guys.
And they're the one that instigated
Started in
and
the
started
first
it.
place.
And they're
Right.
one calling your attention going, this guy needs to go. And
Right.
so, there's some guys that just see that in some clubs and just come right up and boom.
Right.
Lock
Lock them up. Lock them out. Drag their ass out there.
And then it's like, it's like you yoke him up, you get him, you take him outside, and then you come back and you're like, yo, what'd that guy do? Well, he bumped into me. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude, the capacity's 200 and there's 250 in here.
Right, yeah.
Because the owner wants me to pack the place. I'm like, what do you think? He's not going to bump into you?
Right.
So, I mean, like going back to Chris said, you just got to use, your head on that. And, it's just simple.
Would you say the rules of engagement for dealing with unruly guest or like a situation? Say step 1 would be,
I mean,
having the conversation, or trying to figure out what the problem
well,
is.
I think step 1 is engaging with the customer. That's the first thing. When you come up, you have to, as a security guard for me, when I approach somebody, I have to figure out what level I'm on to. In other words, is this guy inebriated? Is he sober? What am I walking into? So my first thing is, when I'm coming in, I'm trying to build the story.
Right.
Step 1 is basically, all right, is the guy inebriated? If he's inebriated, then I have to take this route. If he's sober, I have to take this route. So that's the first step for me, is finding out what the person's personality is and going into what state they are.
Love it.
And then it's all right, what seems to be the issue? And let them talk. That's the thing too. If you try to, like Chris said, the day one, no, you're out of here.
Yeah.
Let them talk. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, what's it going to hurt you to let them talk for a second? It doesn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
Let them, like I said, even if you can get them outside, that's the best thing. Take them out.
I think at that point too, it's kind of cooling out the situation already.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
having that, just letting them speak and get whatever they have off their chest.
Right.
Well, and half the time, I mean, 2 a.m, it's not making sense anyway. It's
Yeah.
You're like,
sure, understand. Let's go this way now.
it's all good, man.
I can't hear you right now. Can we walk over this
Yeah,
way?
yeah.
I think we've all used that. I'm telling you that the fucking ID card, the ID trick is like
That's
game over.
Dude, I
That's
learned
great.
that from back in '92. That was
I
what-
learned that from you.
Yeah.
I've used that plenty of times. Like, you have your ID on you? Yeah. And I'm like, whoop, to the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it might even be a situation where it's like, I told you that you have to go. Let me see your ID. You know what I'm saying? I'll walk you to the door, get you outside, hand the ID to the door guy. And then as a manager, I'm like, look, man, I'm sorry.
Deal with
Have
this.
a great night.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
hey, I walked this guy out. It's your turn to deal with him now.
It wasn't the
I've got
best.
other stuff to take
Yeah.
care of.
Wasn't the best tactic, but mine was like, he goes, you want to meet me outside, man? You want to do something about it? I was like, yeah, let's go right now, man. And so he starts to rush the door, and I posture like I'm going to go to the front outside.
As soon as he gets outside.
He gets outside, it's like,
I'm done.
bye.
Hey, Daryl, take care of that.
Jason, he's outside. You got to stop him from coming in now. Sorry. But it worked.
There's like so much to in a place like that, and this is like, we're talking high volume, that sees 15 to 2,500 people in a night.
Well, it could be. It could be. I mean,
but
a disturbance could happen anywhere. I mean to cut you
No,
off.
for sure.
A disturbance can happen anywhere. I mean, you could be in an establishment. I mean, I've worked in establishments where they just want to have a door guy or a bouncer to be politically correct.
Right.
But there's 5 people in there. That's the thing. You could have 3,000 people in there and nothing happened in the night.
Yeah.
You could have a bar full of 10 people and 2 fights break out.
Yeah.
Because the thing is they're able to get drinks quicker.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not an issue where like you're 5 deep. I mean, at the place of the Ocean Road that we all worked at, it's sometimes the bar was 5 deep and you couldn't get drinks. So people had that cooling down period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get this drink, I'm trying to get that, but I can't get it. Where a bar that has 10 people, you guys as bartenders are very attentive whether it's busy or not busy, and that's how you guys make money. So it's that customer service that you guys do. But when the bar with 10 people, that dude's ordering shots, beers.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it goes from 1 to 20, escalates like that.
Right.
And that dude's drunk, and he's trying to fight the guy next to him because they're fighting over a queen machine.
Yeah, no shit.
That's my receipt.
I've been working it up all day.
That's that bar.
It's my receipt. I won that thing. It was my quarter.
It's gonna hit on the next one.
That's my quarter.
God, those fucking things.
Yeah, they just need to hurry up and build that casino.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll build a lot of security jobs right there.
Fuck yeah.
I think they're doing Portsmouth is what they're talking about.
I thought it was somewhere in the water though.
I thought you had a casino at your house already, Evan.
No, that's not real.
FBI, Evan lives at, and I'm the door guy at his house, by the way.
Another thing that I was thinking of too. So everyone always thinks that the bartender cleans up.
No.
With like the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought you were going another way.
Everyone always thinks the bartender cleans up with the ladies. And I think that it's the security guards. Because you guys actually have time to talk to people.
Oh, yeah.
And grabbing numbers all fucking day.
I think it's both ways.
I've seen it out in the middle, of the, the general population of the, where we were before.
Yeah.
Those guys just talking to girls.
Yeah.
That's like, doing their own thing.
I think it's both, but I think it's really weird because I think like ladies like gentlemen in power. It's the bar.
Oh yeah.
It's the bartender that gets
doorman.
in the frame. It's the doorman that gets me and my guys in. My friends, whatever. This or that.
You're cute.
Oh hey, can me and my 10 friends come in and we bypass the line? Yeah.
I've definitely seen that. The doorman getting all that love. The hugs and all the boobs rubbed on them.
But we don't take anybody home.
As he looks to the camera.
We don't take anybody home.
Yeah, they don't take anybody home. They just meet them there.
So have you
because they're able to get out before fucking staff is. It's like
it
once the
depends.
doors. Most of the time, every place I've ever worked at, once the doors are closed, and the staff's counting money, and they don't need anybody else to stay around. It's not one of those establishments, or like in Compton or some shit.
Right.
It's like, all right, guys, hey, thanks for coming. See you guys tomorrow, or whatever. Then you guys are out of there, and then we're still cleaning until fucking 4 or 5, 4 o'clock in the morning.
2.5 hours later, still there.
You guys are at home, fucking banging cheeks.
Well, and that's the thing.
Sending
too,
it home.
Well, and that sounds like flip flops walking across the patio. That's the thing too. Is a lot of people think that security is just security. I mean, I always offer at the end of the night, hey, is there anything else you guys need? Do you want me to take trash out? Do you want me to do this, do that? Because I know you guys are there till 5, 4 in the morning sometimes. Cleaning bottles, doing this, organizing that, and I'm always like, hey, can I help you with this? Can I help you with this? Whatever. But I know Steven had a question off of what you said or something.
No, I was just gonna expound on that. With have you had an issue because you have been head of security? You've trained
Correct.
people, you hire, etc. Where the door guy is literally just hitting on girls way too much and not paying attention to everything else. That shit was, oh my God, man. Like, I remember one time, like, there's just an irate customer just being mean, yelling at, like, I think it was Rachel and Aaron in the corner. And I'm, like, trying to wave this dude down. Like,
and he's like,
yo,
to somebody.
Motherfucker, come over here right now. We need you now. And he's just hitting on, like, 4 fine women at the front door in short skirts. It's summertime. Like, just not even oblivious to everything going on.
Well, and that's the thing too is you have to pick those battles.
Tea.
And that's the thing is like,
who was it?
Our old security guard who used to work with.
Long dreads.
Yeah.
Pretty face, good smile. But women loved him.
First year. Yeah.
First year.
Very tall.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like you have to pay attention. You know, there's a time and place for everything, and you know, flirting and doing all this takes the backseat to everything. In my position,
100%. I mean, you're a true professional.
Correct, and that's the thing. It's like it's one thing to be a flirtatious greet, like, "Hey, girls, how you doing?"
Right,
you know, this or that. But it's another thing, like Chris said, day one on the security guard. "Hey, boo, what's up?" You know, smack him on the butt. You know, smack him on the butt, do this, do that, and try to get digits. Like his goal is not to meet people. Like his goal is to how many numbers can I get tonight?
Right.
You know, and like you said, I wear a size medium shirt, you know, to make myself look buff. Does 20 push-ups before he comes to work.
Right.
Well, you got to get that swole on. You know, I mean, come on.
Get that blood pumping.
You know?
Well, so thinking of like people that take their job too seriously, or that one's just like the overly aggressive, like super alpha security guard ready to do something. But somebody that was in security that I'm sure you guys remember.